Hi, I'm Patrick Reagan. Welcome to the Storage Devices series of videos where we go in depth of the storage drives used in your computer, including hard drives, SSD drives, RAID, and removable storage. This video, Part 2, SATA and SAS drives, discuss common computer drive interfaces, including SATA and SAS, used to connect storage devices to the computer's motherboard. It also discusses LUNs and hot swappable drives. For those who are going to take the Edge Plus exam, there are practice questions at the end of the video. Serial ATA or SATA and Serial Attached SCSI or SAS are both interfaces for connecting storage devices like hard drives and SSDs to the computer's motherboard. SAS generally offers faster data transfer rates and is favored in enterprise environments like servers, but costs more. SATA is more common in consumer-grade devices like desktops and laptops, and is less expensive compared to SAS. The figure shows SATA and SAS drives with the respective connectors. Serial Advanced Technology Attachment, also known as Serial ATA Interface or SATA, replaced the Parallel ATA or PATA. SATA single path can go faster than trying to synchronize multiple paths used in PATA. PATA can transfer speeds of 66, 100, and 133 megabytes per second, whereas SATA can transfer 150, 300, and 600 megabytes per second. It's easier to install and configure than PATA. SATA drives have 15-pin power connectors and a 7-pin data connector, one power cable and a data cable per device. Internal SATA data cables are limited to a maximum of 3.3 feet or 1 meter. Both of these connectors are L-shaped to prevent them from being plugged in incorrectly. Typically, these connectors are latching connections to avoid accidental disconnections. SATA mode of operations usually configured in the BIOS setup program. Integrated Drive Electronics, or IDE, is a legacy mode that emulates the way PATA drives used to work. IDE mode is primarily designed for compatibility with older operating systems or when specific hardware configuration requires it. It generally offers fewer advanced features compared to AHCI and may limit performance. Advanced Host Controller Interface, or AHCI, is the modern, more advanced mode, generally preferred for performance and feature support. AHCI is the current standard for SATA controllers. It offers improved performance, including native command queuing, or NCQ, which optimizes the order in which data requests are processed, potentially improving performance, especially with SSDs. AHCI also supports hot plugging, allowing you to add or remove SATA drives while the computer is running. HCI requires specific drivers to be installed in your operating system. The removal and installation of SATA drives were shown in the previous video, the CompTIA Computer Disassembly and Reassembly, Part 3, Tower Computer. Small Computer System Interface, or SCSI drives, are mostly found in servers, some high-end workstations, storage area networks or SANs, and some network-attached storage or NAS devices. SCSI drives usually offer faster speeds than their ATA counterparts, but are also more expensive. Unlike SAS drives, SCSI is full duplex, which means that it can send and receive data at the same time. SCSI is known for its high data transfer rates, multiple concurrent operations, low latency, high reliability, and advanced error checking and correction, making it suitable for demanding environments like servers and workstations. Enterprise servers and SANs usually support hot swappable. Serial Attached SCSI, or SAS, is a point-to-point serial protocol that transfers data between storage devices in the computer system used with SCSI drives. It's an evolution of the parallel SCSI interface and designed for enterprise-level storage solutions. SAS standards for drives have evolved through different versions, each offering increased bandwidth. SAS 1 was introduced in 2004, which offered speeds up to 12 gigabits per second. The current standard is SAS 4, which was released in 2017 and offers up to 90 gigabits per second. This screen shows the most common SAS drive connectors, which are all used to small form factor. Right now, the SFF 8643 and 8644 are the most common, followed by the SFF 8680. I expect the SFF 8654 will eventually replace these connectors since it's built on SAS 4 that offers greater bandwidth. On the left of the table, you'll see the SFF 8644, 8643, the SFF 8654, and SFF 8087 connectors. Now you can see the SFF 8482 connector and the SFF 8680 connectors. Yes, FF 8482 and 8680 connectors are similar to SATA, but with a combined power and data cable connected together, but with an extra center key pin to differentiate from SATA drive connectors. SFF 8428 supported SAS 1 and 2, while 8680 supported SAS 2 and 3. Both have 29 pins with 15 power and 7 data, and include 7-pin sideband, which is used to carry non-data information such as status indicators, presence detection, or activity LEDs. As I mentioned before, the SFF 8643 and SFF 8644 are currently the most common connectors used for SAS drives. The SFF 8643 is an internal drive connector, and the 8644 is an external connection. They have 36 pins and support 4 lanes, giving a total of 48 gigabits per second total bandwidth. Here's the cable that includes the newer SFF 8654 connectors to 2 SFF 8643 connectors. A logical unit number, or LUN, is a unique identifier for designating an individual or collection of physical or virtual storage devices. LUNs are used to identify subsets of data in a disk so that the computer devices using them can execute operations. It offers simplified storage access, where LUNs present a logical view of storage to the PC's operating system, making it easier to access and manage data. It also offers dynamic management of data, where LUNs can be resized, moved, or deleted, allowing for flexible management of data on storage devices. The logical unit may be a part of a storage drive, an entire storage drive, or all parts of several storage drives, such as hard disk drives, solid-state drives or tapes, and one or more storage systems. A LUN is central to the management of block storage arrays in a storage area network, or SAN. Using a LUN can simplify the management of storage resources because access and control privileges can be assigned through the logical identifiers. A LUN is typically found in SAN storage systems, iSCSI or fiber channel environments, clustering and shared storage environments, and virtual machine storage. Hot swapping is the process where you replace an active component of the computer or similar system without shutting off the power. If your drive is SATA, eSATA, SAS, or USB drive, the drive itself is hot swappable. But you must ensure that your motherboard, drive adapters, and controllers support hot swapping. If a drive has a purple tab, it's most likely hot swappable, but verify documentation for system and drives. Question: how many pins does the data connector for the SATA drive have? Answer: 7 pins. Question: how do you know how to connect the SATA power cable to the drive? Answer: L-shaped connector. Question: how long can the SATA drive data cable be? Answer: 1 meter. Question: which of the following can be used with a LUN? Choose all that apply. Answers: part of a drive, several drives, or an entire drive. Question: what do you call a device that you can remove and install from a computer that is running? Answer: hot swappable. Question: which of the following answers list examples of hot swappable drives? Select all that apply. Answers: USB drives, SATA drives, and eSATA drives. Question: which interface is associated with SCSI drives? Answer: SAS. Question: which SAS standards have a sideband? Choose two answers. Answers: SFF 8482 and SFF 8680. Question: which are the most common SAS standards? Choose two answers. Answers: FFF 8643 and SFF 8644. Question: which connectors include the power and data connector with the dividing center key pin? SFF 8482 and SFF 8680. For more information, refer to these sites. In summary, SATA or serial ATA and SAS or serial attached SCSI are both interfaces for connecting storage devices like hard drives and SSDs to a computer's motherboard. SAS generally offers faster data transfer rates and is favored in enterprise environments like servers, but costs more. SATA is more common in consumer-grade devices like desktops and laptops and is less expensive compared to SAS. SATA drives have a 15-pin power connector and a 7-pin data connector. Serial attached SCSI, or SAS, is a point-to-point serial protocol that transfers data between storage devices in the computer system used with SCSI drives. The SFF 8482 and SFF 8680 are similar to a combined data and power SATA connector with an extra center key pin. The SFF 8643 and SFF 8644 are currently the most common, but an SFF 8643 is an internal connection while SFF 8644 is an external connection. A logical unit number, or LUN, is a unique identifier for designating an individual or collection of physical or virtual storage devices. Hot swapping is the process where you replace an active component of a computer or similar system without shutting off the power. Thank you for watching this video. The next video will be Storage Devices, Part 3, Solid-State Device Drives and SSD Interfaces. If you have not already, subscribe to the Pat Hesher back channel. Thank you.